The very familiar Thibodeau swarming defense, young quick point guards, and an offense that relies very heavily on Julius Randle. Let's talk about the Knicks.
Ugh, it's like New York out there.
This team is named after pants. What's up with that? Let's get the obvious out of the way. The Knicks are a really good defense, top three in fact. The prototypical up in your grill defense that Tom Thibodeau loves to play. Get those shot blockers behind there, except Mitchell Robinson is out with a foot fracture, which should hurt them, but Nerlens Noel is a capable backup. Even with that, I think they're still a very, very capable defense. Thibs loves incorporating that ball pressure to limit those pain points. In fact, the Knicks are third in the league in pain points allowed, only behind Miami and Toronto. With that said, Nerlens Noel, as much as I like him, he still is no match for Bam. And Miami should look to use that everyday advantage they have with Bam. He's their, secret card they have up their sleeve. He can do anything to most centers in the league. And hopefully they realize that sooner than later. It's definitely going to hurt Bam not having Victor Oladipo. He's out with a head cold. It would have helped a lot to have him out there to guard those quick point guards from the Knicks, seeing as he switches a lot to the perimeter. It'll be interesting to see if Julius Randle will be playing. He pretty much runs their whole offense. But if he is out there, Bam is the perfect defensive matchup against Randle. And hopefully Miami can stop the quick point guards without Victor Oladipo. It's going to be a tough ask from mostly Gabe Vincent, I imagine. The quick point guards that I'm talking about, obviously, no pun intended, Emmanuel Quickley and RJ Barrett, who's had a really nice bounce back year after a kind of a rocky rookie season. Ooh, that's a mouthful, rocky rookie. And also Derrick Rose, who pretty much caused so much havoc against the Heat last game. So hopefully they can contain all of those quick guards.
Knick fan?
Oh, yeah.
Oh boy, do they suck.
Similarly to the Heat, the Knicks also have a bad offense. I think they're right there with the Heat, actually, down at 24, right next to the Heat's 25 in terms of offensive rating. So it should be quite an ugly game, much like last time, reminiscent of those 90s Knicks Heat games that I'm a little too young to remember. But I watched those clips on YouTube. They were ugly. Their offense is predicated a lot on Julius Randle working at that elbow and a lot of ISOs. So it'll be interesting to see how they work if he's not there. I'm pretty sure it'll cause some turnovers. The Knicks are actually a really good team in terms of taking care of the ball, but that's because they use a lot of isolation with Randle. So that kind of limits their turnovers. So hopefully the Miami can cause more turnovers, considering the Knicks will have to be improvising a little more. The Knicks aren't really a threat from three-point range, but that could all change. Miami makes anybody a threat from three-point range, but I don't think Miami needs to worry too much about the Knicks' three-point shooting. But they'll have to stay on their guys, considering if Randle is out, so they can stay on their man. It won't be a lot of helping, hopefully. This would all have been a lot easier with Victor Oladipo. Get well soon.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Now, Elfrid Payton is the very obvious choice. We know Elfrid very well from his Orlando days when he gave Goran Dragic many a nightmare. I bet he still has some Vietnam flashbacks of all of those days when he used to go at him. But I think my choice will be Alec Burks. He's kind of been on a nice roll recently, actually. And I could see him giving Miami some trouble, with his weird jump shot where he kind of keeps his knees in. I don't know. It's always been weird to me. But yeah, I could see him giving Miami some trouble. He also has a good John Houseman name. Mr. Burks. Alec Burks.
Alec Bird! Did you hand in your assignment, Mr. Bird?